Guys, it is Friday. No, it's not. I wish it was. It's Monday. We are getting closer and closer to getting back to normal. My in-laws' power came back, so they went home. Things are getting back to normal though, in a sense of we kind of figure out what we're gonna do for this week in order to make sure life is still somewhat sane for us. I think I'm gonna go ahead and work at my in-laws' house now that they have power back. I'm gonna work there all week. We kind of figured out like different tips and tricks to like be able to make things work here, like without cable, without internet, stuff like that. We're kind of figuring out different ways to kind of like tweak things. Another thing that people don't understand is like my job is the internet. Like I know I've said this a ton of times, but like I want to reiterate that I'm not saying this as like a first world problem type situation. If your job requires internet and it requires your devices to work, if it's not working, of course that's going to put a dent into your job. I mean, it's not like I'm saying, oh, I can't browse Instagram, my life is over. That's not what it's about. My job requires Instagram, it requires Facebook, it requires the internet, it requires my phone. I have to have these devices working in order to get paid, in order to put a roof over our head or contribute, obviously my husband does too, but to contribute to our bills, I need to have this job and I need to be able to use the internet. Before people wanna be like, oh my God, she's so complaining over the internet and cable. I'm not complaining about cable, I'm complaining about the internet. I know I'm kind of doing circles, but we're gonna go to my in-laws' house today and I'm gonna work, use their internet and cable and everything, and that would be nice. We're gonna do that every day until we're able to get our own internet. I literally did like 5 loads of laundry. That's what you probably hear in the background right now. But yeah, so yesterday my fence got fixed, which is amazing. It's not drunk anymore. It's now perfectly standing up, which I like can't do on camera, looks weird. I pulled out all my fall and Halloween stuff. I haven't put Halloween up, but I did put a little bit of fall stuff out. There's my little pumpkin I showed you guys not too long ago. I have some like fall stuff over there. I cleaned all of our mugs, like our fall mugs and Halloween mugs, so they're clean and ready to go. I think I'm gonna wait and do Halloween maybe starting this weekend. As soon as I have my new phone, it's gonna be such an amazing weekend that I'm gonna have the phone, cable, we're gonna throw out Halloween too and just make everything Halloween themed. I think that's a good timing too. Like the 20 something, I think that'll be decent timing. That way it's like a month I'll have Halloween stuff out and that will make my soul happy. Oh, and yes, I do have a fall mug. I've already started using. I'm so excited. My little leaf mug. I love this one. I got it from Walmart a few years back. Okay, so I am officially home. It's been a way better work day than it has been since the hurricane. We went to my in-laws' house and we got to relax and watch TV, which we haven't done forever. We caught up on Big Brother. There's a ton of episodes we've been out on, so we caught up on Big Brother and then I got to work, got to use my phone. It's crazy to realize like how much you use your phone and all of your devices. You don't really realize it until like you can't use it. So yeah, it just was such a better day. It was really comfy, just watching some TV, got to relax and everything, so much better work day. I am going to prepare some dinner. He went to take back a red box and to take back actually our cable box and internet, our modem, because we haven't dropped it off to our previous provider. Hello guys, so today is Tuesday and I have some awesome news. Last night we got our cable and internet back. My husband went to take our original provider's like equipment back, and when he did, they offered us a way better deal with way better equipment, way better boxes. So we got cable and internet back last night. So I was in the process of cooking dinner and he called me and he was just like, babe, what are you doing? I'm like, I'm cooking. He goes, stop. I go, okay. And he's like, do you want to have cable and internet tonight? I'm like, yes. So I had to go and meet him to fill out some paperwork so that we could get internet and cable last night. So we did, but on my way there, my car number 1, I have like an automatic start. Let me know if you guys have one of those where like you're at a red light and it'll shut down. That my car has that in it. I don't know what they call it, but that's what it has. So it'll shut down when you're at a red light and then it will restart. I guess it's supposed to be more fuel efficient. Is it? I don't know. I don't see why that would be an efficient thing. I find it as kind of a negative thing. But when I was on my way there, my car ended up like stopping completely. It wouldn't restart after it stopped at the stop sign. I think it's because I messed it up. So it pretty much was more operator error, but it caused a problem with the car. So I freaked out about that. I'm like, what is going on? I couldn't get my car to start. I didn't know how to do it. I guess it happened to my husband at one point before when he drove a car like that, so he knew what to do. So I immediately called him, he told me what to do, and it started up, no problem. So without going into that, that really stressed me out and freaked me out. But then I start getting on the road and everything's fine, and I'm like, okay, everything's okay. Then I start hearing this clicking sound and I'm like, what is going on? This is a brand new car. Why is this happening? Why like am I hearing weird noises? Why is my car shutting down? I'm freaking out, and I call my husband. I'm like, babe, there's a clicking sound coming from my car, and after I was driving for a while, I could tell it was coming from a tire. Sure enough, just because of the hurricane, there's debris everywhere. I haven't shown you anything that Florida is experiencing since the hurricane. There is debris everywhere. There's still floods everywhere. So you kind of have to drive in very weird places. There's seriously nothing more annoying than these batteries dying. Oh, this is another dead battery. Awesome. There is debris everywhere in Florida. You can't avoid it. You have to sometimes drive like in the grass. I mean, there's just crap everywhere. I know I haven't really talked much about what it is outside, but like there's so much damage. Put it this way, it is Tuesday. We had the hurricane, not this past Sunday, but the Sunday before that. So we're on day like what, 9, and people are still without power. People I know are still without cable and internet, and people still have trees on their cars. I mean, it's just, I haven't shown you guys very much because it is a very depressing thing to see. And to be honest, like whenever I see it, I'm not like, let me whip out my camera and like just put this on display. I'm all about like being in that moment, like, oh my gosh, like this is what our state is experiencing. We've been having to drive sometimes in the grass. We have to avoid stuff. People boarded up their windows and their doors and everything. So there's been like nails everywhere. People are getting their roofs redone, and some roofers are just total a-holes, and they're not very good at making sure that the roofing nails are, you know, put away and not somewhere where someone can step on them. Unfortunately, that's just kind of how it is here. There's nails everywhere, there's screws everywhere. So once I got to where I needed to be last night, I told my husband, I said, I think I have a nail in my tire. My tire pressure was a little bit low. I could just tell that's probably what it was. And sure enough, I had a big huge Mac Daddy like nail in my tire. It was huge. So we ended up coming back home. I was a little bit nervous because I had to take a highway. So I was a little bit nervous. I've never driven with a nail in my tire before. And I was really devastated at that point. It's a brand new car. Like, oh, why do I have a nail in my tire? So I was a little bit upset. I just was like, I'm so excited to have internet, but it was like, I go to do something really exciting, and yet something else negative came up. And that's just kind of how life has been lately. And I like try to explain that to you guys, and I try explaining to people, like every time I get excited for something, something bad ends up happening. And like sometimes I try and tell you guys like life's getting normal again, and I'll notice that something ends up happening, and it's like I don't want to talk like that anymore because something always happens. It's like I jinx myself. So last night I just was like super upset about it. I was like, I don't want to have to buy a new car tire. Last thing I want to buy is a new tire for my brand new car. Thankfully, the position of the nail, I was like, you know what, where this nail is, I think it'll be able to be repaired where they can patch it. We ended up this morning after breakfast, we took my car in, they repaired my tire for free. I go in, I tell them what was up, they took a look at it within like an hour and a half and give me a call, told me to come pick it up. I go to pick it up, he gives me my key, he goes, have a great day. And I'm just like, oh no, like what, how much do I owe you? And I was like, oh, I didn't pay when I dropped it off, I need to pay now. And he goes, nope, don't worry about it. He goes, you're good. And I go, no, I don't understand. Like, I just kind of stood there dumbfounded. He's like, let's just say we're repairing it because of Hurricane Irma or something like that. And I'm just like, are you serious? And the thing is that's not the first time they've done that for us. And I don't know if they know that, but like my husband, when he first got his truck, he got a nail in his tire within the first month of owning it. And then he also had a nail in his tire, literally the truck before his, he had a nail in that tire like only a couple months before he got his new truck. And they did the same thing for him then. They repaired it for free. And I don't know if it's because of, you know, my husband's career or what it is, but super amazing company. If you guys have an Action Gator tire around you, I highly recommend going there. They have every single time taken care of us in so many ways. We've also spent money there. It's not like we go there because it's free. We go there because they're such a great company and they give back. So anyways, just a really great company, and I'm really thankful for that. So yeah, I got my car repaired for free. As I was driving home, I was a little like kind of skeptical. I'm like, what's going on with my car? Like all these weird things are coming up, but thankfully everything is good to go. I am so excited that Friday is fall time. We're gonna embrace this season. All right, hello guys. I am on my way to my P.O. box. I haven't been here in probably over a month. I need to pick up my Ipsy Glam bag, and as I was like on my way here, I'm like, did I even do an Ipsy Glam bag last month? By the way, these are my husband's sunglasses, which are from Mars Quest as well. It is Wednesday, and I'm gonna go to my P.O. box, and then I'm going to get some coffee. Okay, I'm home. I specifically went to Dunkin' Donuts to get some pumpkin iced coffee, and guess what they don't have? Pumpkin iced coffee. Hi guys, it is Thursday. We have pretty much been spending most of the day. Okay, look at these like eyes, oh my gosh. So last night we didn't get to watch Big Brother, so we went ahead and we watched it today. Worst finale in like I think Big Brother history, honestly. I think these people were sore losers, and what's crazy is like I didn't count on them to vote to let Paul win anyway. Paul was by far the greatest Big Brother game player and definitely deserved to win. Josh floated the entire time. He was annoying. He was not good. Like, he only won because of Paul, and that is so frustrating for me. He definitely didn't deserve to win, and unfortunately there are like super fans and there are people in the jury who like should have known this is Big Brother. This isn't everyone go to a house and like just hang out and become friends. It is Big Brother. And so that's the problem with this show, is because the jurors get to vote, that causes a problem because some of them are just going to be sore losers, which is exactly what happened. So it really upset me that Paul did not win. By far greatest Big Brother player I've seen. And then on top of that, Cody wins America's Choice. Blows my mind. I am so shocked that people actually liked Cody. I feel like that almost shows where the society has gone. Even Cody seems confused. Cody is extremely rude and mean, and it's not even that like he just completely disconnected himself with the game. And I'm sorry, you don't just get chosen to play the game. Like, you have to seek to play the game. You have to decide to play the game. And so to completely just like omit yourself and just like totally be like, no, I'm not playing this game, just shows the type of person he is. And I cannot believe that he won America's Choice. I am just so beyond words on how he won. The entire finale just was bogus. That was my thought. I'm really disappointed in the finale. I'm really disappointed in the other cast members, especially Alex, to have voted for Josh. Alex, who is someone who has been a Big Brother fan and is someone who I guess understands or should have understood Big Brother. She let her feelings get the best of her, and that is the biggest flaw in this game, is the jurors, they're not always gonna vote for who deserves it. They're gonna vote for like if they hurt them or whatnot. Definitely really disappointed in the finale. Paul 150% should have won the entire game, so definitely disappointed in that. But anyway, I am gonna go ahead and get ready. We're gonna go see it tonight, and then we're going with a group of friends, so that should make it even more fun. Originally it was supposed to just be my husband and I, but the fact that we're going with like a group of us, I think it's gonna make it even more scary, so I'm really excited to see it. We've been wanting to see it for a while. We just finished American Ripper. If you guys have never watched that show, it's extremely interesting, and it's actually really, really good. I really enjoyed it. It definitely does not have an ending. I think it kind of leaves you with a cliffhanger so that there could be a second season, so just forewarning you guys, like there's no real ending to it, but it's a really, really, really interesting and good show. But some of it just seems a little bit too far-fetched, or like just too, I can't believe that it's real. I don't know. I'm excited to see all of our buddies. We haven't seen them in a while. It seems like we all get together like once a month, which is like not enough at all. And then tomorrow, I have like a countdown literally until I can get my phone tomorrow. But like I told you guys, I am so positive that I'm gonna regret this decision. I really feel like next year's phone is gonna be awesome, and I'm gonna regret not getting the 7 Plus, getting the 8 Plus instead, and then this next phone I feel is gonna be awesome, and I'm gonna miss out on it. Because I feel like Apple probably will wake up and realize we're all tired of the same exact phone, just like a little bit different each time. But regardless though, I am really excited, and I know you guys are annoyed, but I am excited for tomorrow to get the phone, and tomorrow's the first day of fall. What's really crazy is like we still, I don't think like, basically from the hurricane there's trees everywhere still. Like people have to like rake it and kind of put it at the edge of their lawn. There's just like trees everywhere, like all like along the road. You have to drive pretty much in the middle of the roads everywhere, pretty much everywhere. You have to drive almost in the middle of the road because you don't want to like scratch your car or ding your car up or run over a nail. So what's crazy is like all throughout the paths though, it's all like trees that are obviously like dead, so all the leaves are brown, so there's brown leaves everywhere, and it's just like make me excited. We have a huge tree, like if you can think of like fall leaves, like the like typical fall leaf, we have one of those types of trees. I don't know what tree it's called, but we have one of those kind of in the front of our house, so like you can see all the leaves falling, and I have them all in my yard, so I'm so excited. Fall starts stores tomorrow and I am pumped. I just cannot wait. I am getting my new phone. It's gonna be the first day of fall. Tomorrow just should be a good day. Hey guys, so quick update for you guys. It is Friday. I woke up this morning to go get the iPhone, and long story short, basically I couldn't pick it up. Apple went against what their policy is, their own policy, and wouldn't let me pick up the phone. Basically because I'm not the account holder, they wouldn't let me get it. Which I have spoke every single day, which I even told you guys was gonna be an issue. Every day I talk to Apple and discuss with them, this is what's happening. I'm not able to make it under my name, and I'm like, explain the situation. They're like, you're gonna be fine. I have had Apple customer service tell me that multiple times, and I've had the store tell me it's fine. It's not a big deal. So anyway, I get to the store and I explain to them the situation. They're like, okay, you know, I need the account holder, blah, blah, blah. And I was explaining like, hey, I'm authorized. Anyway, I should have been able to get the phone today, but Apple wanted to cover their butt and they didn't let me have the phone. I understand why they didn't let me get the phone, and the person I dealt with was amazing. He reminded me a lot of my brother. Really, really loved him. Definitely someone who just a really great human being. But unfortunately, I don't know that I want to get it now. I was trying to explain to my husband. He's like, why don't we just wait a little bit and then go back up? I'm just not going to bother getting the phone today. Anyway, that is basically how it's going. That's pretty much how my day's going. So I'm a little bit frustrated. I'm a little bit just like kind of bitter towards it. So that's just kind of how my life has gone lately. That honestly is how things have gone. I get excited for something and it falls through the cracks, or something happens, or, you know, it is what it is. You still have to be grateful for what you have and what is going on in your life. So I'm still grateful. I have a great life. I have a lot going on, and today is the first day of fall. So why not be happy? So I'm excited. I'm okay. It's just a stupid thing. It is what it is. We also picked up some coffee, which was delicious. So I got a call that they're gonna call the account holder to get approval from them that I can do this phone. I guess they were just like, you know what, we're just gonna call because they knew I was right. I should have been able to pick up the phone, but I guess they want to cover their tracks and just verify from the account holder. Yeah, that's pretty much what I'm dealing with today. Eventually, I think I'm gonna throw my hands in the air and just say screw it, which is kind of where I was already. I give up. I give up at this point. And I feel bad because the representatives are like really sticking their neck out for me and really trying to make this work, and unfortunately it's just not. There's just too many people involved. That's the problem. I can't sit still either because I have coffee in me, and then I have like the adrenaline of like dealing with all of this crap. If I don't ever get the iPhone 8 Plus to show you guys, it is a more rose gold color. There is kind of a pinky tone to it. So don't be distraught when you see it just says gold. It isn't a yellow gold. It definitely is more rose gold than gold. If I were mainly like the yellow gold lover, I probably wouldn't even get the gold because it's not that color gold. It definitely is more of a rose gold. And it's not brown. A lot of people are saying it's brown. It's more of a nude. The glass makes it look nude, but the sides are definitely a rose gold. Everyone's like texting me and calling me and sending me tweets because I tweeted that I wasn't getting the phone, and everyone's like, what happened? So everyone's like tweeting out to me right now. Okay, so never got in touch with the account holder, but they're actually gonna make an exception and they're going to let me do it. I think what ended up happening is there's a lot of customers going in with the same exact problem and they're not able to get it. So I'm gonna wait for my husband to get home, and then I'm gonna go up to the store and go buy it. There's still something else that kind of stands in the way, which makes me a little bit nervous. I hope it still works out. I'm a little bit nervous. There's still something else that could possibly come up, but I'm gonna still try and stay hopeful. But I'm gonna wait for my husband because it is lunchtime and we're gonna want some Chick-fil-A. Yes, yes, thank you. Thank you, Apple. Good morning, guys. Today is Saturday. I did end up getting the new iPhone. Don't mind my water bottle with my Nightmare Before Christmas. This is like my favorite, like, whatchamacallit, like koozie, whatever. Favorite koozie I own, and I get to wear it for the next like couple of weeks. But anyway, I did end up getting the new iPhone. So let's do a quick update. I actually plan on doing an iPhone 8 Plus first look today. I'm gonna film it as soon as I get ready. I probably will do some running around, just kind of get that out. Maybe I'll get like a coffee or something and then come home. But anyway, I did end up getting the iPhone 8 Plus, and yesterday, if I told you everything that happened, and I'm telling you this, you would not believe me. So I'm almost not even gonna bother telling you guys details because I'm serious, you would not believe me. So we're just gonna like go as far as saying, basically woke up yesterday, went to the Apple store as you guys saw. They did not allow me to get my device. I was frustrated by it, but completely understood why. Basically with the carrier that I have, I'm an authorized user on our plan. So technically I have all rights to be able to make changes, do whatever I wanted to the account. That being said, when I walked in and tried getting my device, it wasn't that I couldn't do it, because technically the question that was stopping us was, is so-and-so standing in front of you? And no, the account holder was not. So they weren't able to move forward to give me my phone. And they could, but I mean, this is someone's like job we're talking about here. So I didn't blame them for not going through with it. And in my first thought, it was there wasn't enough, or there wasn't like a management who would be like, look, I understand this is a situation, yes, we're gonna move forward with it, if there's any questions, you know, I'll handle it, I am the manager, whatever. And so that was my first initial thought, was okay, there's no one who's gonna override this, and that made me really nervous. So basically I went home because they weren't able to get in touch with the account holder. I wasn't able to get in touch with them, they weren't able to get in touch with them, and so I was like, you know what, at this point, just forget it. I'm gonna go home and maybe I'll come back later. We'll just kind of see how it goes. I didn't want to bother the account holder. I didn't want to like have them deal with this. I didn't want them to have to worry about it, but unfortunately, I did have to include them, but it all worked out perfectly fine. So anyways, finally, I got in touch with the account holder, and so did Apple. They got in touch with them. And so all was great there, and then Apple actually ended up calling and saying, hey, we can verify that you're an authorized user. We can verify that you have the rights to go into this account, blah, blah, blah. And another thing that ended up coming up when they did talk to the account holder, they explained to them that, like, I guess they explained to them the wrong scenario. It wasn't what I actually wanted to do. So then I started thinking, okay, well maybe they just misunderstood what I wanted to do, and maybe that's why there was problems. So technically there was like a list of things of why there could be problems for me getting my phone. But at the end of the day, when I tell you the customer service goes above and beyond, there are no words I can say on how amazing their customer services. They go above and beyond. Like, they go like out of their job description. If I told them, hey, I need you to go get the account holder, go drive to their house and pick them up, they would. That is how extreme their customer service is. So that was never an issue. I did send a tweet out yesterday. I completely deleted it because I spoke too soon. I did say how I was upset with Apple. Not even upset with Apple because I understood, but it was just like I held rights to be able to get the device. I didn't get it, so I was frustrated, and I spoke out of frustration. I ended up being told that I could come back and pick up the device and everything would be good. And then also I made sure that they verified with the account holder just to make sure all of my covers all my bases were covered. And so we did that, and I go in, and there's another problem that we run into. I guess for whatever reason, this exact device that I got, like the storage, the device itself, like the model I got, everything, and the carrier, there was a broken thing. Like they couldn't, for whatever reason, I don't know if they were shipped something that was like, not defective, but they were shipped something that just did not work. So I ended up having issues with that. I was at the Apple store from 9 a.m. I left to go home at 10:30, went home and got back by 12. So 9 a.m. to 10:30, and then 12 until I think we left at night at like 5:15, maybe even 5:45 is when I left. It took the entire day, but I'm not even kidding you, it flew like that. I thought I was there maybe 2 hours tops. It flew by. The reps that we dealt with were, I have never in my entire life dealt with customer service, representatives, whatever you wanna call them. I've never dealt with people, number one, who they were as a person. I've never dealt with people more fun, more caring, more loving, more understanding, more passionate about their job in my life. Number two, I've never dealt with them as professional as they were. Every single one of them, I got to deal with management, I got to deal with just like floor reps, I dealt with regular reps, I dealt with management, I dealt with like a genius person, people who work behind the scenes. I dealt with all of them. And for whatever reason, my specific order was literally a global issue. So finally they ended up finding a workaround, which did end up working. But anyway, if I told you like everything that went wrong and how the day played out, like you just got like this bit of it, like that, you just got this bit of the story. If I told you everything that went wrong and played out, you would not believe me. You would literally think I was lying. And I was standing there with them and we were telling them, we're like, listen, this has been our life, our luck for months now. Anyway, at the end of the day, it ended up being like the most incredible experience I have ever had. I will forever be an Apple fangirl, like Apple lover. There is so much more to this company that I now see. It's now like there's been a light shed on it. There's so much more to this company than just a store that sells phones, computers, whatever. They each, even the representatives, had a story of what this company has done for them, and I was almost in tears. Every single story I heard, everything that this company, how it has changed their life, blew me away. I've always been an Apple like junkie, but now I love them beyond the devices. I love them for the core value, who they are, who they hire to be part of their team is actually a very like delicate selection. They don't just be like, okay, yeah, we'll hire you. They have, like, one of them was explaining like all of the different talent that the store itself, just the one store I was at, had within the store. And I'm like, you have a Grammy like winner in store. Like, it's crazy, all the different awards, all the different certifications. There's like doctors in there who are just selling phones, but it's so much more than that. So I have the most respect for Apple, what they stand by, who they are, what they do for people. I just have the most respect for them, and there will never be a day where I can put into words and thank these individuals that I worked with enough, because they were the ones who made the entire situation pleasant. I enjoyed their company. I enjoyed speaking with them. I enjoyed hearing their story. I found out about their family. I mean, I was there all day, so I know about their families. I know one of them lives like right down the street from me. Like, just so many amazing things that I learned and heard about, and the stories that I heard, that not only because did I get a new device did that make my day, hearing their stories and being a part of that environment is what made my day. So that being said, I am so thankful. Everything worked out. They found a way. These men did not stop until they got a resolution. They didn't stop. That's why I was there all day. I mean, maybe some other people would be like, okay, I'm leaving, forget it. But I was like, no, these men are dedicated. And that was the thing. They were passionately dedicated to make it work. They were not going to send me home until they figured out how to make this work, until they talked to every single person in my entire carrier's line, until they talked to everyone in corporate like office, until they talked to every single representative. They were not going to stop, and that sold me. Absolutely sold me. The professionalism, their like drive, their dedication to making sure that this worked out. There is no other company, store, brand, anything like them. And I know this was a really, really long talk. Apple, if you ever see this video, my deepest gratitude to your team, to the people that you hire, to the people that you bring part of the team, and to how you work your company, how you do business. I respect you, I appreciate you, and I'm very, very, very grateful and a forever fan of yours. A long part of this video is over. So my plans for today is I'm gonna hurry up and get ready. I'm gonna have some breakfast. I'm gonna decide whether or not I'm gonna film the video now and then go out, or if I'm gonna go get coffee, kind of wake up a little bit, and then film the video. That is so funny. The like default like ring style for the new iPhone 8s, it like as it vibrates, it goes with like whatever the ringtone is, or at least for the default ringtone. I haven't tried other ones, but like that as it's making those, sounds so stupid, but as it's making those sounds, it vibrates to that. That's so funny. So this is my first time using my camera on my phone, but I just left Starbucks. They kept getting my order wrong. I don't know what was going on. Again, I don't know how I talk. Like, I must talk very strange. but they gave me like 2 drinks at first, and I was like, no, it's just 1 drink. And then I had a free reward, so I got it for free, but like I just wanted 1 drink. And then they end up putting whipped cream in my iced coffee, which, you know what though, I'm really not that mad at it. I've never had whipped cream in my iced coffee, but I'm not mad at it. I had a really rough start to this like whole trip already. Literally right when I started the trip, nothing was working. I tried getting my car washed, it wasn't working, so I had to go to a different one. I forgot my wedding rings, I had to go back to get my wedding rings. But the best part about everything, I just got my car, or I paid to get my car. What the heck was that noise? Paid to get my car washed, and guess what? It's raining. So I just finished filming my iPhone 8 video. I don't know if I'm gonna use it though, because I'm literally all over the place. I didn't even know what to talk about in this video. It was kind of just like, hey, I got a new iPhone. Now what do I even talk about? This is honestly the worst time of day to film. And why I did it, I don't really know. But I decided to get it out of the way now so I can still edit it and upload it today. Good morning, guys. Today is Monday. I got hair attached to this. Today's Monday, and I've been working all morning long. I am updating my computer right now. I went ahead and I put a little bouquet out. I need to put more like beads in there. I really just put the beads in to cover up like the fact that it's fake stems, and then also to give it some weight, because otherwise it's really top heavy. So yeah, I went ahead and put my little pumpkin guy here. Usually I have him in the entry table, but I'm gonna leave him here for now. I've got my candle burning. I got my Nightmare Before Christmas bottle and my new baby right here. Yeah, I'm waiting for this to finish updating. Yesterday was exactly what I needed. I had the most restful, peaceful, awesome Sunday. I haven't had like a relaxing Sunday in the longest time, and one fun fact about me, I love being able to just chill on Sundays. It's like my favorite thing to do. I got to just have an entire day relaxing, watching Harry Potter, getting YouTube stuff done, like getting ahead of the game. It just was like so needed, such a detox. So I had a really good day yesterday, and then now we're here for today, just getting some work done. I am just really pumped that it is fall, and so many fall videos are coming up, so many fall festivities are coming up. I'm really just going to embrace as much as I can this fall season. Good morning, guys. Today is Tuesday, and I am chilling for a little bit, probably the next like 30 minutes, and then I need to run over to my in-laws' house because they're having some cable stuff done. They're having like an upgrade to like their boxes, so they don't have anyone to be there today, so I said I would go ahead and do it instead of making them like reschedule it, because they've had this schedule for like almost a month now, and we've known about it. So I was like, oh, I'll be there, no worries. So I'm going over there in the next 30 minutes, and I'll probably be there, I don't know, maybe 3 hours or so, and then hopefully, and then I'll be coming home and finishing up work. It is a beautiful day outside. Holy crap. I woke up this morning and let the dogs out, and the like sun, it was like 7:30 when I got up. Sun was shining on the tree. I don't know if you guys follow me on Snapchat, but there's a tree that I always like to snap, and it just kind of shows like the leaves as they start to turn brown. So like I started in summertime, and like every like couple of weeks I'll post a new photo of it to kind of show like where we're going, because I've been so excited for it to turn brown for fall. So this morning the sun was beating on it so beautifully. I didn't get a snap of it, but I did take a picture so I can post it to Instagram. But it was so beautiful, like everything was brown, and because we have like so many trees still, since the hurricane, there are tree limbs everywhere still, like on, like in people's yard, like in the front for the like garbage people or whoever to come pick it up. There's still them like everywhere. And so all of them, obviously those leaves are all turning brown because they're dead, but it just makes it look more fall-y because of it. All right, so I'm home. So I'm gonna go ahead and have some lunch and then jump back into work. I got a lot of work done over there. I just like got to work pretty much the whole time he was there, and it kind of forced me to like focus on work and not like get distracted by the TV or YouTube or anything like that. So I got a lot of stuff done. Gross. This puts a damper in the day. My husband called me and told me that we have a dentist appointment tomorrow. I hate going to the dentist, to the doctor. Anything that involves dentist, doctor, anything like that, I can't stand going. I used to be okay going to them. Like I was always like, yeah, it's no big deal, I'm healthy. But like every time I go now, I feel like it's almost like you get your oil change. Whenever you take your car in for an oil change, how they're always like, you need this done. Even if you have a brand new car, they still say it. I feel like that's kind of what it's like going to the doctor or dentist anymore. They always want to like sell you something. They want you to like do some like extensive like procedure. It's never just like a simple visit, like ever anymore. Okay, so I have been literally just sitting working for a while, and I had some dinner.